Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luigi, and we are back in X2 The Threat. I have two things to say before we begin. One, my phone was just making noise. I don't know why. I've no real reason to say that. I just felt like saying it. Actually, it wasn't making noise. It was just a notification popped up just as I was about to start recording. Not important. And second, the random number generator in this game hates me. See if any of you could figure out what's wrong with this. I'll give you about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I give up. Look at its max speed, and the number just below it is how much I can upgrade it. Yep. It gave me a freighter that can only travel at 10% of the ship's allowable speed. This is going to take a while for me to upgrade. And it's going to be very slow making money with this thing. So I'm going to have to, where is it? It's right there. So let's see, what does it have on it? Can I sell anything on it? It has no shields, no lasers, no missiles, nothing. Does it have any cargo? Nope. So I'm going to need two things from it. Engine tunings and trade system extensions. That's going to suck. Might have to do some manual trades with it. That's what I was hoping to do, was just outfit it with some trade command software and give it to the solar power plant, so the solar power plant could use it to make money, but the ship is kind of useless. In the meantime, let's continue on with the plot line. We are looking for Argon One, I guess. We're looking for Bandana. So let's see. Capital ships in Argon Prime. Any over there? Just fast forward to see if we can see any ships moving. No. Can't tell if that thing's spinning or not. No, that's not spinning. Oh, there's a ship right there. Not moving.
Argon Titan.
That might be it. No, I think the Argon One was a
Argon One.
There we go, Argon 1 was a carrier. I was right. So we need to get within 8 kilometers, I think. And there we go.
You are talking to the automated interaction system. Make your request.
I want to talk with someone on board. Bandana.
Ah, Julian, my young friend, there you are. It's good to see you again. Eleanor was quite pleased with your work. She told me how you handled that pretty severe situation out there. I must admit, I'm impressed. But enough of that. Please dock with the Argon One and come to my office.
Docking granted.
Is the autopilot taking over? No.
Docking granted.
There.
Autopilot activated.
Manual autopilot will do it. And there we go. Manually docking? No. Oh god, the way the guy
Hi,
holds his
Julian.
head.
Have a seat. So, where to start? Right. You always wanted to know why I helped you out in the first place. I'd have told you earlier, but I wasn't sure. Hell, none of us were. And I didn't intend to spread false information, especially in this particular case. The thing is, I'm a very good friend of your father. I know. You've never met him and you probably thought he was dead or didn't care. However, I assure you, that's not the case. Ever since your mother left him, he's been looking all over for you. The thing is that you're very hard to pin down. I know, I tried it myself several times. You've always managed to avoid prison, just. So this time, we finally got our chance. At first, I wasn't sure, so I kept you in the dark. For a while now, I have to admit. I'm sorry about that, but believe me, it was necessary. This way, things will turn out best. For you and your father.
What do you mean, turn out best? Who is he? Oh, and then why is he hiding? Sorry about that noise just now. I live on a semi-major road, and that must have been a truck or some guy in what he considered a souped-up, a hot car, and he took his muffler off to make it loud. Can't stand that. Anyway, so the only option they're giving us.
Well, you might have heard his name once or twice. That's because he is, in fact, your current employer.
Plot twist.
Yes, that's right. Your father is Kyle Brennan, head of TerraCorp. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions to ask, but first, let me give you a quick overview of his story so you'll understand his side of the story. That'll make things easier for you. But anyway, I think your father can tell you much more than I ever could. So I'd better leave it up to him, unless of course there's anything you want to know right away.
Minor reminder for those who might not have seen the previous episodes, Kyle Brennan is human from Earth. Well, we're all the characters in this are human so far. He's a human from Earth. So that makes us, the main character, half Terran. Wow, I wonder what the answer to that one is.
Julian, Kyle didn't become head of it. He founded TerraCorp many Yozuras ago. He did it as a way to fund his research. All these Yozuras, your father has yearned to build a technology that would allow him and others to return to his homeland.
Homeland. You notice how we said homeland and the caption said homeworld? So my father wants to meet me. Of course your father wants to meet you, you idiot.
Of course he does, Julian. But it's really up to you. I talked to him a few Tezuras ago, and he asked me to send you over to the Gona Temple in the cloud-based Southwest system. Julian, believe me, your father really wants to see you. He's been looking forward to this for many Yozuras. Kyle, your father, has been on an important mission for a couple of Tezuras, but he said he'd be back at the Gona Temple by now. Just fly through the West Gate and twice through the South Gate to get there. I'll see you two soon. I've got to pay a visit to your father anyway. He's been terribly reserved when talking about his latest trips. Anyway, I wish you both the best of luck. Oh, before you head off, one last hint from an old space traveler. I suggest you call in at the local equipment dock before you leave for Cloud Base and buy a couple of speed upgrades for your ship. Goodbye, Julian.
Okay, well, let's review. Plot twist. Kyle Brennan's the main character's father. I'm pretty sure we all saw that. Well, I saw that because I played the next game. The next game actually in the series was the first one I ever played. And we are now off to the Gona Temple to meet our father.
Incoming message.
Incoming message. That button. Yeah. B button was it. Kyle Brennan, your father wants to meet you. He'll be at the Gona Temple soon. Fly through the... We just went over this. Fly through the west gate of Argon Prime. It's, you'll find... Okay, I guess the directions are handy. Where you'll find the Gona Temple. Noah Felt, Gona Priest and Beholder of Truth await you. Contact him as soon as you've docked there. So, of course, that means the father won't be there. Dock at Gona Temple.
Docking granted.
Oh, I forgot to
Autopilot activated.
Actually, I can do that now. Just escape. Where is it? Music. Here we go. And there we go. Done. Activate Zeta. We're not going to bother upgrading our engines. We're just going to go. Hopefully we don't need to make a run for it. That's in our tiny little ship. And we'll see our new, what I don't understand about her. She said that was her freighter at one point. Why wasn't it the engines at least fully upgraded?
Entering
The cargo
system,
bay? Actually,
home
I didn't
of
check
light.
the cargo bay. Argon Mercury. How is the cargo bay on that thing? Nope, not even the cargo bay is fully upgraded. Acceleration is normal. Speed, max. The steering hasn't been upgraded either. Ah, I think she ripped us off. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. It was free, and it'll make us more money in the future once we upgrade those stupid engines. Off we go. So I guess I should say how things are going. I don't think any future recordings I'll be missing, it will be because I was lazy. I'm just gonna come up and admit that. Because so far my scheduling good. This week we won't have any problems. Maybe next week it'll get tossed up again. I'm not sure. I'm still in the training period. There's a pirate there. Yeah, enjoying work. Bit stressful. I don't like. I had to drive a truck today. Not like a big semi truck with like a trailer attachment. Just your regular old. Some people where I live, it's most people's daily driver. And oh, that thing was too tall for me. I don't like tall vehicles, and I have a thing about heights. So driving that truck, kind of painful. Actually, me having to think about heights is really interesting since I love space. Mind you, in space, you don't have to worry about falling, which is my problem with heights. I don't like being high up where I will fall.
Entering system. Cloud base southwest.
I think there's a cloud here. And the Goner Temple is somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, I was wrong. I was thinking it was the thing on the left, and it's the thing below us. Going down. There we go.
Successfully docked.
Whoa.
It is a great honor that you wish to visit the Goner Temple. The Goners welcome you aboard.
What was that, and what is this? It looks like a representation of Earth right there. Maybe? Can't tell. I figure they do. Whoa! Apparently
Connection
this
to
is what
local trading network
undocks us.
established.
Calm person aboard. We want to talk to the priest guy. No, Gefelt. And can I skip this? Yes, we can. We can just go straight to the action. There we go. Nice robes. He might be Mythic Dawn.
Ah, young Brennan Sama it is, isn't it? It's my pleasure and honor to meet the son of such a fine man as your father truly is. I know you came to meet him. He told me about it, and believe me, young Brennan, I've never seen him talking about anything that excited him so much ever before, not even when he was talking about Earth.
Can you lead me to him? Is there anything you can tell me about my father? What's this place all about? Well, I was supposed to ask about that first.
This
So you guys
is
know.
our holy sanctuary, where we store all available information about Earth. Therefore, it's a place where all Goners feel most at home, especially as they are in the presence of holy words which tell us about the ancient Azuras. They feel closer to Earth. I would like to tell you more about what we do here, but now is not the time.
Oh, what is it then?
Believe me, I would much prefer to tell you something else other than what I have to.
Call that.
But I fear I've bad news for you, young Brennan Sama. Your father told us that he expected to be back by now, but he hasn't appeared. I am,
Called
in fact,
it.
lacking the comprehension of his belatedness. With your arrival and your eagerness to meet your father, I very much doubt he would allow himself to be late on such an occasion. We haven't been able to enjoy his presence in Tazuras now, and we seem to have lost his shining light in the endless darkness of the universe that surrounds us. What I am meaning is that we can't find him anywhere. I wish there was better news for you, young Brennan Sama.
That was quite long-winded for that. And you can't have tried hard enough to find him. It can't be that difficult. It's, guy, the galaxy is massive. The universe is even bigger. And, well, planets are pretty big. Lots of hiding spots.
I understand your anger, young Brennan Sama. You have my deepest apologies, but I promise you, we will find out the whereabouts of your father, and we will also find out about the path his fate has led him on. I have already talked to Bandana, a good friend of Brennan Sajin, about his unexpected disappearance. He called me back just Mizuras ago and told me about a very disturbing talk he had with Eleanor Coe from TerraCorp, whom you might have already met. His troubled words led me to believe that maybe something might have happened to your father. He also said they'd be coming over here to discuss it in more detail and at length. I know this news must be hard for you, young Brennan Sama, but I'm sure your father is all right, and you will see that destiny is on our side when he returns safe and unharmed. Always remember, the existence of a simple solution is always out there, waiting to be uncovered, but overshadowed by the dark forces that build our imagination.
So cheesy.
Argon Intelligence Service Corvette to Gona Temple, Bandana here. It's an honor to meet the beholder of the truth. Hello, Julian, my friend. I didn't expect that we'd meet again this soon. Before we get to start, I have someone for you. Looks like my comm calls helped more than I thought. He wanted to see you right away, so I couldn't stop him from tagging along.
Hey, Jules, it's me, Brett. Good to see your face again, pal. Thanks for having a word with Mr. D. We'll talk again later, okay?
Hello, everyone. Before we get to the bad news, I'd like to bring Julian up to speed on everything he doesn't know yet. Julian, your father was on a mission to recover information about a long-lost ship from ancient Gona history, the legendary AP Gunner. We thought it didn't exist anymore, but lately we got some clues that led us to believe that there might still be a chance that it was not destroyed as we first thought. The reason why this is so important to your father is quite simple. The ship he is looking for is an old Earth vessel which could provide us with the coordinates we need to find a way to Earth. During our last conversation, Kyle, your father, told me that he had made a big discovery at the destroyed ancient jump gate. That was the last thing we heard from him. The gate he was talking about was once used by an Earth fleet to lure away the attacking Xenon forces. It was an action that prevented Earth from being destroyed. After the Xenon followed them here, they destroyed the gate, where they got defeated in the end. The remains of the gate and the last position Brennan broadcasted from are located in the sector Brennan's Triumph. But usually he doesn't leave without telling us where to find him, or where he expects his business to take him. The other thing that adds to my concern is that last video contact I had with him a couple of Tezuras ago. I'll transmit it onto your screen so you can see for yourself.
Eleanor, sorry, I know I'm late, but I found some unbelievable information at the old Earth Gate. You wouldn't believe me if I told you right away, so I'm gonna check some things out first, meet some people, and get some proof before I return. If what I've found is really true, well, all these Yazuras of searching, and it was always there. Expect me back with some good news soon. Kyle, out.
That's about it. Looks like I was the last one to have contact with him. Any further information from the Secret Service?
No, nothing. I went through everything we have, but the service has nothing more than you do. I just hope he didn't get himself into trouble. What do you think it is that got him so excited?
Well, he must have been talking about the gunner.
But this cannot be. Over the eons, every bit of information we have gathered indicated that the tragic incident in Antigone led to the unfortunate devastation of the gunner. I tried to reach Brennan Sajin with my words to tell him that he'd be hunting ghosts on his search for this holy ship.
But we know that the AP gunner was at the destroyed Earth Gate, the very same location Brennan was contacting me from. Do you think all this is just coincidence?
I know, my friends, this is not the time for conclusions. But I think the indisputable fact that the gunner was at the gate and actively involved in the destruction of our only way to Earth in a glorious attempt to save our brethren doesn't necessarily mean that Brennan Sagine has found a lead. We've been searching all over the universe ourselves for Yazuras and Yazuras. We also had our eyes all over the destroyed gate. The panel cover is the only thing we found. And you know as well as I do that it doesn't contain any clues.
You know, Kyle, if he was there, and the message Eleanor received leaves us in no doubt about that, he must have found something.
And if it's only the panel cover, then maybe it's got something to do with that. Maybe we misinterpreted it in some way. Maybe we just missed something that wasn't obvious at first glance. I just wish he hadn't acted so secretively lately. I went through the notes I found at his desk, but found no clue whatsoever about what he was doing.
He vanished, all of a sudden. Nothing he could have found out about this long-lost relic could have been the cause of the tragic event that we have to face now.
You're right, it doesn't make sense. But at this moment, the panel cover's the only clue we've got. I say we start looking there and assemble a team of Secret Service agents to investigate the gate.
That's in pirate territory now, I believe. Wait a moment, this is a job for Brett and me. This would take too much time. Let me do it. Yes, I want the fleet. Fine.
Sorry, Mr. D, but I think Julian is right. We have to get going. You know our files, and you know how good Jules and I work as a team.
Okay, it's your father, Julian. And if you and Brett want to do this, I'll give the two of you a head start.
Fine with me. I suggest that Julian reports back to me as soon as the two find any new information. Needless to say, the TerraCorp will do everything to support you.
I'm preparing a mission briefing for both of you with all the background information the service has at hand. Please have a look at the information on your way to the gate in Sector Brennan's Triumph.
Farewell, young Brennan Sama. Luck be with you, and so shall we.
Okay, that's that. Let's declock, so let's undock so we can have a look at that planet thing. And then we're gonna call this an episode. And next episode we will be heading to investigate the gate with what's his name, Brett? Yeah, Brett. Hopefully we don't end up needing the fleet that we turned down. I would much rather have a task force on my side. So no, that's not Earth. That's just a stylized represent. That's just, I guess, supposed to represent Earth, but it's not. Well, it is representing Earth, but it's not actually Earth. But yeah, I will see you all in the next episode. Oh, and one thing I have to say. Oh my, was that priest so cheesy? That dialogue. And plot twists were kind of predictable, but anyways, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.